Hi guys, I just wanted to say that sometimes you're not hungry, you're just thirsty. Put down the snack, drink some water, watch the difference. Formalities aside, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please remember to hit subscribe. Don't forget to drop a comment, like this video, share, turn your post notification bell on so you do not miss an upload. I know that this video is long overdue. So remember in a previous video, I said I was gonna let you guys in my business. I'm just getting the time to do that because I got so caught up. In fact, yesterday I sat down for 30 minutes trying to make this video, but my kids would not be quiet. So I said, you know what? Let me just put it off until another day. And I'm just now free. So I know that some of y'all would realize that we recently purchased somewhere to live. This happened about 7 months ago, and y'all were expecting videos about that. Remember, I was taking you on the journey with me, showing you places, shopping around, all those good stuff. And then I was also going furniture shopping. You could sense the excitement and everything. Then all of a sudden it's like, stop, because several things happened. So the first thing is that I fell ill 2 months after purchasing the place. So the excitement kind of died down because I was focusing on my health. I was focusing on enjoying the place while I can, or I was focusing on spending time with my family. So having that on my mind to make a video about it was just never at the forefront. Also, it's a big purchase, as you can imagine. And on the journey, because in the previous video that led me to this one, is that nothing ever works out smoothly for me, or things rarely do. So I wanted to be sure that I was in a position to handle things before sharing it. After speaking with several people and getting a few input, then I realized that okay, you can do it, and if it doesn't work out, then that's life. But I didn't want to involve you guys in it and then it does not work out, and then I'm like, so I kind of wanted to see where it's going first before really sharing it. And I also wanted to kind of bask in the process a bit so that I'll be fully equipped to share better information. And so my knowledge is kind of rusty right now. So I regret not sharing it earlier, but I also am glad that I was able to practice self-control before putting stuff out there. So when more serious things come, I can not just use my channel as an outlet to just say whatever and whenever. So yeah, that's just me. I like to sit down on things first and watch how it maneuvers before sharing it or putting it out there. Okay, so that out the way. If you guys remember, we were shopping around for a place and we showed you guys some of the places that we viewed. And I also discussed what I was looking for specifically in what we want. We later found that place that of all the places, this suits our need exactly. We were able to compromise on it because remember I was telling you guys that I had some things that I really wanted and my husband, he has some things that he really wanted. So we finally found that place where we could, come to that middle ground and say, okay, yes, we're gonna take this one. Guys, we fell in love with the place, and when you fall in love with something and you just can't stop thinking about it, that was us. We visited the place several times while they were processing our papers. We visited the place and drove around and everything because we were so excited. Anyway, the house was still under construction when we saw it, so we spoke to the guy and he said we could either take that one, or if there's anything that we want to adjust, say specifically what we want, colors that we want, all of those stuff. We could build ours and it would take about 8 to 10 months, but we didn't want to wait that long, and that one was really the one, and it was still under construction, brand new. You are the first to use the toilet, the first to use the shower, the first to use the bath, the first to use everything. We were super excited. So we fell in love with this place. We put in our offer and we were selected. Because when you find a place, several people put in their offer, and for whatever reason, based on the price or based on whatever, they would choose you. It's not bid, but it's kind of like a bid. So now it's time to sign documents, get our down payment ready. Let me tell you guys, we did our thing in reverse. If you are purchasing somewhere, do not make this mistake. I really need to do a video where I share with you the mistakes that we made, everything. Do not make this mistake. The first thing that you're supposed to do is get pre-approved. Get pre-approved before you start looking for anywhere, because you are setting up yourselves for disappointment. And yeah, I know the realtor was supposed to tell us or walk us through this process, because we've been through several realtors and we know that we were supposed to get a pre-approval letter first. But the reason why we didn't get it first is because the whole thing felt so surreal. We were like, oh, this is finally happening. Are we really going to get somewhere for our own? So it's like, when you're approaching something that you want to happen, you want it to actualize, but you also are scared for it to be actualized, that you go into it, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. That kind of approach. So we did not get the letter first. So when we were approved for this offer, it's time now to get serious. Money is involved, and that's where the disappointment came in. I have a casual job. In order to use a casual job to purchase a home, you have to be in it for at least 2 years, or we had to put down 20%, wait until the 2 years, find something cheaper, or just not bother with a house. We were willing to wait, or we were willing to put the 20%, because we wanted to put as much money as we can to pay less in mortgage. When we were ready to put down the 20%, we realized something with our money that I don't really want to get into right now, because I'm still healing from that. I have not healed from that. And it's just something that hit us hard. The whole process opened our eyes to some issues that we were having with our money. So even if we had taken a brand new home, which you could imagine would be more expensive, we probably would not be able to put more than probably 10%. So like I said, it's as if God was working everything out, because we already prayed about it. So whatever direction it was going in, we were willing to work with that. And I'm glad that it worked out the way it worked out. When we got the bad news, we were like, okay, prayed about it, so it must be God's plan. So we were going to wait the 2 years and build somewhere. That would give us more time, because to get somewhere brand new, it's more expensive, especially if you will put your input and kind of like deviate a lot from the typical structure. That would give us more time to save money, and then we would get really what we want. And purchasing a brand new home would be a really good option, because then you would only need $10,000 put down, and then while it's being built, you are required to pay the other agreed portion. So we said to the realtor that, let's wait. We're just gonna forget about it for now. One day he sent us a bunch of options. He still sends us places even now. We were like, okay, let's go through this. I saw one that was pretty affordable. When he showed us, both of us fell in love with it. It was able to kind of comfort us from the disappointment. Honestly, I was getting tired of where we were living. There were issues with our parking spot. Lots of things I don't even want to get into. So we were just ready to move. It was like, it's time. It's been 3.5 years. So even though we were willing to wait, we were still ready to go. For this one, it was a big competition. A lot of people put in offer for this one. So we were like, you know what? We don't want any more disappointments. Honestly, we really had our minds set on this one that we got. Anyway, put in the offer. The realtor was kind of guiding us as to how much we should put. We were selected and we got the place. And yeah, we were super excited. We were satisfied because it's big enough. It's also very beautiful. We didn't want anything too old with the furnace and the this and the that and lots of issues. And the best thing is it's within our price range, because we've always said, remember, if you've been following us on the journey, that we want somewhere that's affordable in terms of one salary should be able to cover everything. One person should be able to cover all the bills. Even if it's a stretch, but one person should be able to cover everything. Mortgage, bills, children, just about everything. Like it's just one person doing everything. And we're glad that we did it that way, because see, I fell ill. We had to spend a lot of money. It was one income and I do not work during the summer. We wanted something within that range. So even if it goes over one person's income, it shouldn't be by buy too much where you cannot kind of get a side hustle to supplement. So we are glad that it worked out this way. And just the peace of mind to be in your own place, not having to contend with landlords and stuff like that. It's just a good feeling. For the most part, it feels unbelievable. Even sometimes I'm saying to my kids, stop the nice, stop the running up and down, may disturb the neighbors. Or let's say they are, trying to get the wall dirty. I'll say, may mash up the people them house, or may damage the people them house. Like, girl, this is your house. But even if you look behind me, there's nothing on the wall. I mean, we haven't really chosen our decor yet, and we're still considering what to put on the wall, like in different areas. But still, we haven't put anything on the wall because it still feels like you are renting. We've rented for so long, it still feels that way. Like you don't want to damage people's wall or, stuff like that. So we still kind of have that trauma, but it's a really good feeling. And when it finally happened, we were so excited. Even before everything came through, we were like, this is the last day in rent house. It's an accomplishment, and it's not a bad one either, because even though it's expensive and it comes with a lot of cons, there are pros as well. And it's something where the price goes up. I believe the price goes up each time. So it's not like a phone that after a while it's gonna lose much of its value and you won't get much from it. If you have the discipline and the money, definitely go for it. But bear in mind that it's very expensive. You have lots of hidden money. Just bear that in mind. Lots of hidden expenses, most of which are not fixed. Just to clear things up, we weren't hiding anything, but things happened where the focus shifted and the excitement was kind of lost because of so many negative things that happened on the journey. I just didn't really want to talk about it at that point. And like I said, I wanted it to also marinate so that I can enjoy to see what direction it's going. Is it working out? Is it not working out? Is it worth sharing? Is it not worth sharing? That type of thing. And I try my best to share things on my channel that's upbuilding, that's positive in some way. If I don't feel like it's benefiting anybody, I don't really talk about it. So it should be upbuilding or something of that sort for me to share it. I was kind of like analyzing before expressing. Yeah, I'm very critical, so I just don't go about blabbing my mouth all the while. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I don't know what else to say about it. I may do a video about the pros and the cons, or the steps to purchasing a house, or things to avoid, or lessons learned, stuff like that. But I'm not sure if you guys are even interested in anything like that. Well, who knows? The algorithm is tricky, so who knows, it might go to the right people who are interested in it. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. The algorithm is not doing its job. It's not pushing up my videos lately. I see that, but it's okay. My time will come soon. So until then, please help me by sharing this video, interact on it so that it can be pushed. Subscribe, like. Until my next upload. So we were also looking into that one, but something else came and we were happy to take it.